Good evening, Raskin Enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Abnormal Barders. Yes, tonight we have the likes of the Neon Hazmat Locker, the Commando Tier 3, and of course the Abyss Sheet Metal Double Door. Those are notable abnormals that we'll be chasing after. And of course we also have the likes of Pirate Furnace, Cold Underwater Pipe, the Pirate MP5, and the Rainjoy Largewood Box. But those are regular skins. Now, if you're sitting there wondering, what on earth are you on about? Abnormal? Regular? Well, if you were to look at the description right now, you'll see two videos are provided. The first is a short video which will briefly explain what abnormals are. In short, these are skins that will appear at they will become marketable at a set time every single week before the roster rotates. We know when it's going to happen. So we're going to sit here, figure out prices to offer for these, put down our barders as fast as possible, and hope in the future we pick them up for a cheaper price, sell them for their actual price, and walk away with some sweet, delicious profit. It's as simple as that. Now, if that's not enough for you, if you need to learn a little bit more, well, consider watching the second video. It's about 20 minutes long. It goes a lot more in depth. And basically, it'll help you identify what is abnormal and figure out timings and whatnot. Sounds good? Right, so let's get started. Let's start talking about all of these skins and figure out what prices we want to offer for the likes of all these abnormals. First up, Neon Hazmat Locker, 22,854 subscribers. That is quite low, especially when you compare it to the likes of this over here. Last week, we had the Neon Full Kit Locker, and that was selling ridiculously. That did over 40,000 subscribers. And just remember this, 40,000... just remember this, with the likes of subscribers, it is the absolute bare minimum sales. So, with 42,286 subscribers, that means at least that amount of people bought the skin. We don't know how many they bought individually, like maybe a lot of people only bought one. Maybe some people bought 10. Maybe some people bought 100 or 1,000. But that's the absolute bare minimum. So, as we hop back over to the likes of here... Clearly, Hazmat Locker has only done about half as much. That's a bit crazy, odd. Maybe you just don't really like it that much. We're in a bit of a weird situation where it's like, could this still work out ever so nicely? Especially knowing that there's a third locker on the horizon, and I will not be surprised in the slightest if that gets accepted tomorrow. Yes, you're looking at the Neon Storage Road Sign Locker. Apparently, it's the third and final one. Some people have been suggesting other ideas such as diving equipment, but hey, we'll see. Anyway, this has sold so much less, and I just want to kind of bring this up to you. Of course, we've had the small boxes recently, and the behaviour with the likes of the full kit locker basically followed suit with the likes of the fuel storage. Wow, you've actually gone in the negative now. Anyway, when we got the first continuation for that small box with the likes of food here, that went up to $4. When we saw this being accepted, that went all the way up to $5.50. Very nice, very cool, but it is slowly starting to go down. With this selling so much less, could it still work out ever so nicely? Could it still end up in the positive? Something like that small seed storage over here. For a fairly decent amount of time, that's been sitting at around and above $2. Slowly it's starting to go down, but if you bought in early and actually managed to sell it, you've actually walked away with a little bit of profit. It's questionable, it's debatable, and I'm not sure if this is going to spike in price if we do see that third locker, the road sign locker. Full kit locker might still. In fact, if I just quickly hop over to likes of here on the front page, there is Neon Full Kit Locker. It's got just over 100 quantity on the Steam market, and it is in a very comfortable, lucrative position. The barders, they've appeared more, making it stronger on the sides here and whatnot, more interest, more demand. Will they always hold up? Will this still potentially go down pretty bad around the October time? I do still expect that. But will we see anything like this happening today with the Hazmat Locker? Guys, I think by default it'll still be good. I think we can go pretty strong in that, because we played it a fair bit safe with the Full Kit Locker last week. If you care more about the short term, by all means, offer a higher price. Looking at the state of that, last week for the Full Kit Locker we did $1 to $1.50. I think today we could still do $1 for the long term safer buy order. But if you want to go a little bit stronger, you could probably push all the way up to maybe $1.80, $2. You know what? Yeah. Now, it doesn't mean you have to offer up to $2. But if you really kind of want to try and grab some of these for a fairly cheaper price, but still a point where you're going to be fairly successful to pick these up potentially in the short term, all right, go for it. But I'm still not 100% convinced that's just going to be perfectly fine. The sheer lack of sales compared to the first one probably is due to a sheer lack of interest in the likes of a Hazmat Locker. It's questionable, it's debatable. So, with the likes of that, $1 to $2, I'm probably still going to do $1.50 because I care more about October time. I'd like to try and pick these up for the absolute lowest price and then hold on to them and then watch them slowly rise up in price in the future. So that's how I'm going to go about it. But if you're feeling more confident, if you want to take the risk of potentially being dumped on in the future, go offer up to $2. Sounds good? All right. So let's see if we do get that third locker tomorrow, or maybe eventually. Then maybe that's going to be how it goes. Right, moving on. Commando Tier 3 armor. So I had a lovely little video over here. I kind of went a little bit more in depth showcasing all the various different options of blackout alternatives, and we showed some combinations for the likes of Commando Tier 3. The very first question that we had when we saw it was $4 a piece. What? Well, I did sit here and say at that price, maybe it doesn't sell ridiculously. Maybe it sells fairly tamely. It is Wednesday night. We're sitting here, and it's got 16,600 subscribers. Cool. Did we see a continuation being made this past weekend? No. But it is expected to happen. So maybe not this weekend, but at the very least, eventually. Kosim did sit here and say he intends to make Tier 2. Okay, that's cool. But looking at this now, with no clear continuation in sight, is that immediately going to drop off? It's questionable. I can't help but assume, yes, it will be going below its rostral price. When you compare it to the likes of all the other blackout alternatives and whatnot, I mean, there's a lot more affordable options out there, and it's still kind of shiny. Yes, we're being hyper-analytical again, but this is basically the same price as the blackout. So hopping over to here, if you're thinking, oh, surely it's got to be so much cheaper compared to blackout. No, still basically the same price. The blackout face mask is currently selling for around $7. The chest plate is selling for around $4. At the very least, this is sold significantly less. At the very least, on the horizon, there's more core pieces, Tier 2, hoodie and pants. Okay, yeah, I can rub my hands. I can think, yeah, nice positive things. But I do not think this will reliably retain its value as well as blackout. I'm pretty sure a lot of people prefer the likes of blackout compared to this, and all the other blackout alternatives. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I probably want to do something like $1.80 to $2.70. Yeah. I could imagine this will probably go down to maybe around $3 at a certain point. I can imagine that, it'll spike up ever so nicely, but with this already listed at $4 a piece, if we were to see a new core piece being accepted, how high could it even go? Oh, wow, it went up to $6 a piece, yay! But imagine the amount of tax it's going to take off when you sell this, and then, of course, you're probably only walking away with like $1.50 profit. Still a nice bit of profit, but with the amount of money that you're putting away into it, yeah. So for the long-term price, I wouldn't be surprised if this potentially drops off a fair bit. But again, I don't expect a ton of listings. 16,600 subscribers, 16,000 subscribers there. I don't imagine to see, like, Legacy Kevlar numbers. You know what? That's probably a perfect thing to say. Legacy Kevlar. That basically was accepted towards the end of last year and, of course, the beginning of this year. We have 1,276 Legacy Kevlar face masks on the Steam market. I did not know that. That is a big surprise to me. What on earth is going on here? Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, that's a perfectly normal thing to do. Anyway, you get the idea. Oh, I didn't mean to remove that. Yeah, I think maybe around chasing after that $3 price would probably be appropriate. So, yeah, $1.80 to $2.70 or $2.80. Let's go $2.80. Okay, cool. So I look forward to finding out if we do eventually get that, continuation appearing. I'm still reasonably optimistic, but I just can't help but assume it will be dipping in price initially. So keep an eye on the workshop at the very least. Abyss sheet metal double door. Right, so how many sheet metal double doors have we seen over the past year? 11. Is there any Twitch drops on the horizon? Not that I know of. But what I can tell you is, of course, with the likes of my Rust Workshop skin checks, yes, for the past weekend, I saw 3 notable double doors being submitted. All of them continuations. We have the likes of the bike race, continuation of the Moto garage door that was accepted, 2 weeks ago for the July 4th wipe. And, of course, we also have the likes of Watchers of Doom, sheet metal door. And then we also have Junkernaut sheet metal double door, which glows and has transparency. Okay, cool. We're not going to see those being accepted, right? Yes, you are, of course. Eventually. I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of those gets accepted. I wouldn't be surprised if we see so many more of these skins being accepted. In general, there will be more sheet metal double doors being produced because, of course, they keep getting accepted and they sell very nicely. And Skin creators want that sweet, delicious profit themselves, don't they? So, Abyss Metal Door, Double Door, what are you likely going to end up like in the future? Well, you've done a reasonable 16,400 subscribers sales so far. I mean, Tempered worked out okay, but prices are still alright. When we look at the amount of people currently playing, yes, it's dropped off a little bit, but over 90,000 average player count is still ridiculous. Very nice to see. It's not going to last forever. We know it's expected to dip down a lot over the course of the couple months. Kids will go back to school, less people will be playing, less demand for skins will happen, more listings on the Steam market, prices will suffer. You have sold a reasonable amount. Average, I'd say. Now, the Abyss collection over the past couple months has done quite nicely. The clothing and the armour, very nice, except that and basically that. But yeah, there was one point where all of these skins except the tier 3 was in the positive. It was very, very nice. And as you can see, the likes of the garage door here, the sheet metal door, it is starting to drop off now. With what I see here, based on what I've seen with the likes of all the sheet metal double doors in the past, I'm probably just going to stick with doing a barter, of course. Yeah, I do expect it to drop off eventually. I think what I'm going to do is $1.50 to $2.30. Yeah. I expect it to drop off. It does look cool. It does look nice. I'm pretty sure we'll still see some Abyss skins being produced in the future. Small box, for example, that might get resubmitted. Who knows? Maybe a rug. Maybe a water purifier. Anyway, I do still expect more. This past summer, during some good times, those Abyss skins did do quite nicely. People do appreciate them. So it will inevitably still dip, but it will inevitably still go back up again afterwards. That's the expectation. That's the hope. But with the amount of more sheet metal double doors on the horizon, maybe you want to play it a little bit safer. Maybe you only want to go up to about $2. Fair enough. There will be more. You know there will. So that seems to be in a perfectly comfortable spot. Let's see what happens next. But yeah, I'm going to offer $1.50 to $2.30. That'll be how I go about that. Scrolling down, Neonwire door. So I brought this up, and I'll bring it up again. This is basically a glow-in-the-dark facet sheet metal door. I'm not joking, they are quite literally the same, it's just this one glows. Anyway, sheet metal doors in general, just take a look at all the ones that came out so far this year, and you tell me, point it out, which one's in the positive? Yeah, none of them. None of them. Even ones that are part of fairly notable collections, they're still down. So you see that Neonwire door right there? Selling at $2.49, I think I'm at best going to offer 60 cents to 80 cents. I do not expect that to retain its value, and I know it's going to drop off pretty hard. Very sorry to say, but that's sheet metal doors so far this year. Far too many to compare to, far too many in existence. It's going to drop off. I'm very sorry to say, but it's inevitable, so that's why we offer a lower price. Let's move on. My First Base wooden door. Sold appropriately, only about 13,000 subscribers. Cute idea, very silly, very comfy. Then we talk about the idea of wooden doors as nice investments. Yeah. Oh, wow, even Easter Farm doors going down in price now. Yeah, over the past 3 years, take a look at all of these. How many of them are currently in the positive? And, well, basically, none. None. Not a single one. That is very, very unfortunate. That's selling at $2.49. What if I were to look at all of them based on price? So I look over to here, and so this is selling for $2.49 in Rust right now. It is automatically the 8th highest priced wooden door. Cool. Yeah, no, I think I'm only going to offer between 50 cents to 70 cents. Nice idea. It's going to drop off. It's inevitable. Will there be more skins produced with the idea of My First Base collection and whatnot? Probably. But wooden doors, sorry to say, I don't have a lot of faith in them, so that's why I'm offering so little. We can now talk about the likes of the Smouldering Barricade. I'm conflicted. Barricades, well, recently we had one, didn't we? We had the likes of the Cargo Heli Barricade, and it's down by 40%. Oh dear. What was the word of the day? This barricade appears to be quite I forgot the word. I'm trying to use it. I'm not very good. Right, it's very Oceos. Yes, Oceos indeed. I can't see it being used that much effectively. Enough to retain its value, enough to have some demand that people actively keep trying to buy every single week. $2, it ain't retaining. I don't expect that. Cargo Heli came out quite recently. Personally, I think that looked a little bit better. And it's already down by 40%. and it ain't stopping. So with what we have right here in front of us, I don't expect that to fare very well. Hey, it's nice to see a collection such as Smouldering getting some love and whatnot, but I don't expect much from that. It'll very likely just be another 40 cents to 60 cents buy order. Sorry. Yeah. And then, of course, we look at the likes of the Royal Safari SAR. It is another SAR skin. And if we look at all the SAR skins that came out this year, do not be surprised to see... Oh, wow, Snakebite. Okay, I'm surprised by that. That seems to have been bought out. I'll keep an eye on you. But yeah, out of all of these skins, only 3 of them are in the positive. If I look at last year's skins as well, I mean, all of those are in the negative. That's not looking very good. So quite a lot of these SAR skins just do not hold up very well. Now, this only did 6,500 subscribers, the lowest selling skin of the week. Maybe that might help it out. Looking at the state of that Royal Safari AK-47, that only did about 8,200 subscribers, and it's already down by 59%. That sold for $3.49. Now it's down to $1.44. Oh dear. Now, again, I'm comparing to the likes of an AK-47. But AK-47 skins and SAR skins kind of behave the exact same way. They don't really do a very good job of retaining their value, and they drop off pretty hard. So, the likes of this, selling at $2.49, I will not be surprised in the slightest if this ends up like the vast majority of SARs that we see here, and it goes down in price. So in the past, how many $2.49 skins have we had? Prototype 7164. We've also had the likes of the Dragon SAR. We've also had the likes of, well, I can't see anymore, like $2, $2. It ain't holding up. It ain't holding up. I'm very sorry to say. Now you're going to sit there and say, but was there like a continuation that was produced? Yeah, we got a Thompson there. That looks cool. That looks nice. Wouldn't surprise me if we probably see that being accepted. Or the MP5. But... yeah, I think I'm just going to offer 60 cents to 80 cents. Play it safe. Sorry to say, but I don't expect much out of it. Right, so... with all of those abnormals done, now we have to yap about the likes of all the regular skins. So off we go. Pirate Furnace. See, okay. It's got that interesting interior. It's got the ghost ship aesthetic. But... is that enough? I don't know. Subscriber count, 14,693. By tomorrow, it will be 15,000. 15,000 sales, that's not that bad. Let's just do a quick comparison to all the other furnaces that exist. It's probably in the upper half, I reckon. So let's just go to highest subscribers and... yeah, I was about right. Yep. Okay. So we've seen some work out quite alright and a lot of the others not so much. Oh dear. I'm still sceptical. I'm still unsure. I've lost my voice. With the likes of the Pirate Collection, we have seen some of those deplorables work out quite nicely. The Shima Door did actually go up into the positive, and it went back down again. With the likes of this furnace, hey, we're expecting a pretty bad time over the course of these next couple months. I wouldn't be surprised if it dips down below its rust or price. I don't expect tons of listings there as well. Now, just look at all these furnaces that came out over the past year, and what do we see? Yeah, we got that type of situation again, haven't we? And do not be surprised if we see more Twitch drops. So with what we have currently going on here, I'm probably only doing like 80 cents to $1. Yeah. I do expect it to drop off. I would not be surprised if it does better, you know, like it actually stays above $1 and whatnot, but I do expect it to go below $1.49. Will there be more pirate skins produced? More deplorable skins? Wouldn't doubt it. I fully expect it, but yeah. For the meantime, I question it. So, 80 cents to $1. That is something that we're just going to probably stick with doing a barter, because of course it's not abnormal. So yeah, if you want to go buy one for yourself, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creator, keep them nice, motivated, keep want to put out nice creative designs in the future. But we're looking at this with a financial perspective, and I'm thinking, yeah, I just want to stick with doing a barter. Sorry to say. Code Hunter Water Pipe. Right, so this actually seems to be in a very nice, comfortable position. Over the past weekend, did I spot anyone producing a water pipe skin? I can confirm, no. I did not see a single person. I saw a pump shotgun, but no water pipe. I don't expect to see another water pipe skin in quite a long time. Maybe we're going to go through another 2-year drought. So what I can point out to you is with the likes of the recent water pipes, this did 12,000 subscribers. This here did around 14,000 subscribers. A good month ago, both of these were comfortably in the positive. I can't help but assume with this Cold Hunter water pipe, with 12,000 subscribers, yes, it very likely will be dipping below its rust or price now. Wouldn't doubt it. Will it go back up in price ever so nicely in the future? I expect so. I think it will be doing nice. So, with that, I think I'm going to do 90 cents to $1.30. I expect it to perform better than like the standard weapon skins and whatnot, but I do still expect it to drop off. Wouldn't be surprised if it drops off down to maybe like $1.50. But I do not expect any more water pipe skins to be accepted for the foreseeable future. Hey, maybe we'll get like a Halloween one or a Christmas one. Who knows? We shall see. But I don't expect to see many being produced. Don't expect many to be accepted. You get the idea. A sheer lack of new options means that's going to just probably get bought out and comfortably rise up in price. We'll see how that turns out. As we know, Cold Hunter weapon skins, the more recent ones haven't performed as well compared to the older ones. That's not too hard to understand. But I can still see that working out quite nicely. So I think it's still in a perfectly reasonable spot. That's why I suggested those prices. And with the likes of the Rainjoy large wood box, well, doesn't glow. Very colourful, very cute. Didn't sell too much. Just about 10,000 subscribers. I think we could probably just stick with Unabalda. If you like it, by all means, buy one for yourself. I think I'm probably going to do 80 cents to $1.10. I can see that working out quite nicely. But I do still expect it to go below its rust price. So looking at the state of this, as we see, all of these are in the negative. Oh dear, oh no. Actually, you know what? I will bump it down a little bit more. I'll go 80 cents to $1. 80 cents to $1 for the likes of that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of these Rainjoy skins being produced. Let's see if they get accepted. Like a garage door for that and whatnot. I'd like that. That'd look cute. That'd look funny. Bit colourful, but whatever. So, yeah, let's see what gets produced for the likes of that in the future. And then, of course, we had the Pirate MP5. With the likes of this, 9,500 subscribers. MP5s. Yeah, I don't really expect that to hold up as nicely. Well, I would kind of point this out. How many other black MP5s do we have? Because looking real quickly, you could say Red Flame, that's got a lot of gold in it. Cybercode's fairly dark and is selling quite nicely. Blackout's selling quite nicely, but it does have the special aim sights and whatnot. But I don't see many others. Yeah. Would people use this as an alternative to the Blackout? As I look over to here, the aim sight, you've got a perfectly fine red aim sight right there. It's not like perfect black. You do have like the tattered, grimy flag design and whatnot. I think I'm still going to do 60 cents to 80 cents. I could imagine lots of positive things, but I'd rather play it safe, you know? Will this drop off? Will this go below its rust price? Wouldn't doubt it. But it only did 9,500 subscribers. I don't expect tons of listings, but I do still expect it to go below its rust price. So I'm just going to play it safe, 60 cents to 80 cents. Sorry to say, but yeah. So with that, that was all the skins. Cool. I do believe we've got it all written down, so we'll post that in the chat in my server. Right, let's just talk about what we could potentially see tomorrow. So as I mentioned, we do have the Rust Workshop skin checks right here. Yep, the collection is right here in front of you. Now, in terms of potential clothing skins, just to get started, in terms of what I saw, we got a lot of primitive options. Commuter, clothing, burlap to be precise. Yep, get a good look at this. Continuation of the helmet we got for the July 4th White Rustor. That's looking pretty interesting. But we also have the likes of Neanderthal. Yes. Guys, it's Fred Flintstone clothes. I actually want that now. It's Fred Flintstone clothes. How could you say no? So that's another potential bandana and poncho on the horizon. The hide clothing would greatly appreciate that being accepted. And of course, you can see the full setup right there. I think people would like that. And then over to the likes of here, we also have the likes of the Kitchen Warfare hide clothing. Tactical spoons, go! Right, I mean, what do you reckon? Have you got all your combat spoons nice and ready on your bandolier? So, okay, that seems to be in a very interesting spot. So lots of interesting collection continuations for primitive clothing. Daniel, I'll answer that in a second. We also have the likes of interesting continuations for a Tier 2 armor right there. And, of course, we have MK Ultra Tier 3 now. And that looks really weird. Would you buy it? We'll see. Now, of course, we also want to bring up TGG's top picks list. These are the skins that are expected to be most likely picked tomorrow. We shall see. So in terms of interesting clothing and armor, you know, I've got Executioner right there. I thought that looked nice. Road Angels, boots and gloves. I'd love to see it. It would be very appropriate for those hoodie and pants that sold like 30,000 plus a good week or so ago. And then as we scroll down over to here, maybe we'll see some new alternative for the Whiteout collection. Renegade Tier 2 pieces that are never accepted. Polished Obsidian Tier 2. Who knows? We shall see. So Black Diamond face mask and chest plate. After what happened with Commando, I don't think so. Would we probably see a very random extra late pick for tomorrow as well. We did see that with the likes of this Rustor. If I were to scroll down real quickly, what was it? It was... What was randomly picked out? It was the Furnace, that was it. 3 months and 3 weeks. Basically, that was in the workshop for 4 months. They randomly pull it out. Now, in terms of all the skins I've seen over the past, like, 2 months, I don't think we've seen an extra late pick for clothing and armour. So I feel like that needs to still happen. Would we see something like that happen tomorrow? Or would we see it potentially where it's a situation we just get something that was made fairly recently? Feel free to comment below. Right, well, yeah, so chat, I'm going to go post this to you right now. Go get yourself nice and, prepared for such a thing. Yeah, take a look at that. Now, of course, there's also, like, deplorables and whatnot, weapons and tools. Give that all a good look. I've already mentioned how we have the likes of the double doors there. I didn't bring up the wooden double door. Yes, look at the kitties, the neon kitties. We have a wooden double door right there for the ramen. I guess you could call it the ramen collection. All the other skins that have been accepted we'll call ramen. We've got some pretty cool looking crossbows. We've got the fish crossbow here. 2 fishing rods on the side. Lots of transparency. It's pretty cool. But it is competing with the likes of the Ronin crossbow, which looks ever so nice and sleek. That looks awesome. So yeah, that was a quick yapping session just to quickly showcase all the various skins that could potentially appear tomorrow. We shall see. Are we going to be happy? That's the main question. So with that, we shall skip ahead and we'll do our abnormal barders. 2, 1, go! Right, we'll just wait an extra few seconds. I don't have to rush that quickly, do I? No, I'm good. I'm calm. I'm chilled out. Now? Now? Bet the furnace. Yeah, I almost called it a furnace. Right, No. Oh, okay, locker just appears and everything I wanted didn't appear. Typical. No. What? Really? I mean, I don't really care for the other stuff that much. Go on then, I'll quickly flick over to the other account then. Right, here we go. Back to here, quick refresh. Do I... No! What? I am actually very surprised by this. I'll give it another 20 seconds. If we don't see it, I'm just going to skip ahead. I don't want to bother going after the other things because I just... Oh, hello! 405. What went on there? What was going on? I don't have a clue. That was weird. I hate this game. Right, okay, now we've done it. So, thank you very much. Let's skip ahead and we'll talk about the abnormal barter support. Right, we're back. It's been about 13 minutes. I've got a bit of a talking point here. So, I approached the Commando Tier 3 in a bit of a weird way. Basically, after I did my second buy order, I looked at all the other buy orders and I thought, wow, people really aren't really going for it. Most of the buy orders were basically like just slightly above, well, okay, all the higher ones were slightly above $2. No one really wanted to go near $3. So it got me thinking. And I thought, all right, I'll remove my buy order for the second one. Accidentally removed my buy orders for the first buy orders. But then I thought, you know what? Things are very interesting here. I don't expect a ton of these to be on the Steam market. I hope to see continuations eventually. I decided to do 3 buy orders. So I did a lowball buy order, I did a second buy order, and I've gone ahead and I've done another one where I'm pushing up to $3 on both of them. I've only requested 30 each. I'm testing the waters. I want to see what happens, but I'm really curious to see what happens if we do get those continuations. Surely they'll definitely accept all the other ones. Only one way to find out. So yeah, I can afford it. I'll give it a shot. I'll see what happens. But I don't think this will be dropping down too quickly. I think I've got a good week to assess the situation and figure out how I go about this next. I reckon it's the next weekend, this upcoming weekend, we'll see Kosim uploading that Tier 2 armor. Will it be accepted? We'll find out. The barders on both of these skins is looking to be very, very nice with over 1,000 requests. Oh, no, not that one. Not that one, apparently. But yeah, the barder build-up. Perfectly reasonable amount above $1, pushing all the way up to $2, sitting at around $2, and then going up to about $3. And that's me with my extra buy order. It seems most of the barters are around $2, the halfway point. I've questioned it. I get it. That's fine. I've done barters for $1, $2, and $3. We'll see how things turn out. I don't need to say anymore. So I don't think I want to buy them, but things could easily change with... oh, someone's just sold one already to me. Really? Already? Well, that definitely... Okay. Okay. Cool. Anyway, moving on. Here we have the Neon Hazmat Locker. It has almost 1,500 requests to buy, and yeah, looking pretty strong. So, shut up, don't laugh at me. We got barters going easily above $1. We got plenty of barters pushing all the way up to about $1.50, and comfortably, slowly, almost reaching $2 with an extra couple. Chat, if we do see the road sign locker tomorrow, I'll see what happens. Hey, maybe it does spike in demand. Maybe it doesn't last forever. I'm still under the impression the full kit locker will keep going down, because everybody who bought them last Thursday will now want to list theirs on the Steam market. So again, as I hop over to here, look at the front page. Is it still there? It's not still there. So if I could just know Neon Locker real quickly. Let's just remember this. The Neon full kit locker at one point was $5. What? Oh, okay. Sorry, the price was glitched there. It was $5.50 at its highest. It's now down to $4.60, which is still very, very good. But tomorrow, when I'm looking at all the skins, the new skins and whatnot, I remind myself to look at this. I want to see how many listings are there. Are we going to see a lot more because everybody wants to sell them now, because you could probably flip them and get double money back? And with more people listing theirs, would it cause it to dramatically go down quickly? Or with the continuation potentially appearing tomorrow? We shall see. But yeah, Neon Hazmat Locker, you're in a perfectly comfortable spot. If you really wanted to go buy some, you're fine to do so. But if you're thinking, could I potentially pick these up for a cheaper price than $2.49? I wouldn't doubt it eventually. But looking how everybody here who's listing theirs at the moment are trying to avoid dropping it down to too low of a price, that seems very coordinated. Maybe it does work out quite right. It's in your hands. I don't expect a roster rotation to be early tomorrow. If you want to go grab yourself some, go for the risk. Jump in, see what happens. But I think a long-term buy order would be perfectly fine. You could probably pick these up for about $1.80, $2. And more listings are appearing. Cool. Alright, anyway. Abyss Sheet Metal Double Door. This has 1,100 requests to buy. Request, I can speak words. And it's got barters pushing all the way up to and above $2. That seems very nice and appropriate. That seems totally fine with me. Plenty of barter support pushing all the way up to $1.60, $2. Yeah, as we said, it's probably going to go dip down to a certain point around $2 eventually, but that'll very likely be its lowest point. And in the summer, I do expect nice things. At the very least, I should say post-Christmas. I think that will be working out quite all right by then. Let's see how many other Sheet Metal Double Doors get accepted for the rest of this year. And then over to here, we have the Neonwire door. Get a good look at that. So basically, all the barters basically entered at 70 cents. And then we have my first base wooden door. All the barters basically end at about 60, 70 cents. And then we have the Royal Safari SAR. It hasn't appeared. And then we have the Smouldering Barricade. It hasn't appeared. Sorry to say, we don't have it, and it's not appearing anytime soon. So I'm just going to wrap it up. So, yeah, overall, weird things happened. But, hey, it's going to be fun to find out what happens next. Please, chat, I swear you're the ones who are selling to me. Don't do that. You're so mean. Right, okay, so don't expect it to be an early restore rotation tomorrow. I think it'll be like last week, a fair bit later. We'll see. Now, keep an eye on the likes of these commits here, because a lot of interesting things are being mentioned. Tin Can, Alarm, Shields, Jungle Ruins, still being worked on. Things are looking awesome, so I'll bring that up again tomorrow with the restore rotation. Don't tell me you dumped on me here. No, that's just stickers. That's just stickers. Alright, cool. So let's just take one quick look at all the upvotes and downvotes and the scores for the recent skins that were submitted. What's on top? Neon Storage Road Sign Locker. That's got a score of 68. Components Flashbox. That's got a score of almost 64. Comics Box Ammo. Score of almost 63. Fish crossbow at number 4. White core chest plate. Yep, and then we got like Firmament Furnace, Silver Rock, Swap Pants, White Core Furnace again, Childhood, Guns Rug. Lots of interesting things there. Look in the description if you want to see the link to micro522.com to see all the workshop upvotes and downvotes and upvote to downvote ratio. It's all there. It's all available to you. Cool. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely day tomorrow. Let's see if we can be happy with the skins that are accepted tomorrow. Will we see a very random extra late pick? We'll see. Cool. So, catch you later. See you and goodbye.